All right, let's take a quick question from online, and this is from Anthony G. I think most people started, I guess he meant to say, playing the game in a low-cut shoe. How does this shoe give you a simple, less is more approach to the game?
Well, we've always kind of been on that model, particularly as it pertains to designing shoes. We always felt like the simple solution, a lot of times, is the best solution. And all of my shoes have always been pretty clean cut. The technology's simple to understand, although difficult to implement. It's still pretty basic.
And this will help you with your hard work if you're out there working hard.
But you know what though? Really, the shoe, like people say, shoes make you jump higher, make you run faster. This shoe will make you jump higher, will make you run faster because it doesn't weigh that much. It's just simple. It's just simple math. The shoe is extremely light, doesn't weigh anything at all. It should make you a little faster because of it.
What made you choose the sole right here?
The design of the sole?
Yeah. What made you choose that?
Well, that came from the inspiration from the movie Spider-Man, actually, because there's a great scene, imagery in the scene where he's I don't know, he's called Bad Spider-Man or whatever. He had a black suit on, whatever it was, and he was struggling to take the suit off, and he couldn't get it off because it was a part of him, and that got my brain into thinking about the shoe and being one with the foot. Having to be one and the same, and it's not, you can't separate them. As we talked about earlier, the changing the directions, the losing seconds, that's what I wanted to get from the shoe. That's why they put that design in there, because that's what inspired me to come up with that concept.
Okay, we're going to break out the others, but first let's take a question from here. Do we have a member of the media who wanted to ask? Do we have a question from here? Oh, there we go, right here. Young man, you have a question?
What made you decide that low top will help you improve your game instead of high top?
Well, I think some of the things that we discussed, but it's the weight of the shoe. I always look to go for a shoe that's lighter. This way I feel like it'll increase my reaction time and speed, et cetera, et cetera. And that was the original basis of why I wanted to go to a low-cut shoe. The other reason was to have the foot move in its natural state, as opposed to being restricted by a hot top. You can actually change directions. The foot can move as it was intended to move. So those are the two reasons why I decided to go to a lower cut.
Let's take another question from here in the audience.
Aaron Phillips with Dime Magazine. My question is, you've been in the league for a long time now, coming off an MVP season. Why now, switch to a low-cut shoe? Most people would say, why fix what's not broken?
Because you're always looking to get better. You know what I mean? You can apply that to your game, too. You have a good season, or whatever it may be, and you rest on your laurels. You say, okay, I don't want to get any better. I'm comfortable staying where I am. Or you continue to push the envelope and continue to get better. Tiger Woods was winning, I don't know how many Masters, decided to change his stroke, change his swing. Why? Because he felt like he can get better. And, being at Nike and being with the designers that I'm around, you have that opportunity right there in front of yourself to make the technology better, to increase the shoe. So that's what we decided to do.
But there will be some special variations of this shoe, and watching you over the Olympics this year and the way the Chinese market reacted, they went crazy. And so you've added some of those elements into one of the special designs of this shoe, and that's the Carpe Diem shoe. Yeah. Now explain that.
Well, we got subtle touches, obviously, with the snake print, Black Mamba inspiration. And also you have the ox that you see here on the tongue, which is the year of the ox, which is actually the upcoming year. So that's the inspiration that we kind of drew from China. I had a great time over there. They embraced me and welcomed me with open arms. So I felt like it was only a natural thing to do to give them a shout out.
As being a small forward shooting guard as yourself, how did this shoe help me perfect my game?
Work on everything. Shooting guard, you got to do everything. You got to be able to post, you got to be able to rebound, you got to be able to defend the perimeter, defend the post, pass. You have a lot of responsibilities at that position. So you got to make sure your game is well rounded. That means spending considerably more time in the gym than maybe some of your peers.
All right, let's go back to online, and one of the folks online want to know, how is the low top design going to help the evolution of Kobe?
I think from a design point of view, I think it's obviously a step out there, which I think it's for a lot of folks might be a little uncomfortable for them, because it's sticking outside of the box. Mm-hmm. But we want to continue to push it, and I truly believe that this is going to help me be a better basketball player, and other players out there as well. So we're going to continue to push it. If that's what she means by evolution, then that's what we're trying to do.
It's up to you if it changes your game. But Kobe, thanks, man.
You got it,
Thanks
man.
for coming here. Thanks
My
for the
pleasure.
new show.
My pleasure.
It's going to be incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Bryant, thanks everyone on the internet for joining us here at Westchester High in Los Angeles. Take care.